Ancient and powerful, has returned.
Look at this shit. This fucking Aragorn, fucking Dollar Store Aragorn fucking knockoff. What the fuck is this shit? Holy God.
And powerful, has returned.
Prepare yourselves.
Wham! In power. Hey, look, there's our little elf buddy. That's supposed to be the not warrior. He's supposed to be the politician. Uh-oh, guess he's got to fight now, too.
He worms his way inside your mind.
Yeah, which is what he was supposed to do in the beginning to trick you into making the rings, but you fucked that all up, didn't you?
The crest of him slithers in.
I think he has been here. I think he's been here among us all along.
Oh, now we're going to get pretty elf Sauron? Now we're going to get it? Now we're going to get it. Okay. 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 Not like that's not completely out of order, but whatever. And I haven't even finished the Silmarillion, and I know that. I can't even pronounce the word right, and I know that.
Every soul in Middle-earth is in peril.
Rings of power. You mean the rings they created because it was their idea? Okay. Diversity elf! Diversity elf! Oh, look, Eagles. You guys remember the Eagles? Don't you guys remember the Eagles? Weren't the Eagles great? Don't you guys remember? Remember?
He's Sauron.
Oh, now you figure it out. Even though he essentially told you last season. Now you figured it out. And Pretty Boy Sauron is gone. Now we have Pretty Boy Elf Sauron. Okay. Okay. I guess that just magically appears. Okay. Ice. Okay. Dude. Like everything completely and totally out of order. I'm just going to go ahead and run with this on the video. We'll see. Amazon and MGM have been pretty good about not copywriting trailers. So we'll see what happens on this. We're going to put this up because I want to look at this. So check this shit out right here. Look at this. I got the plug-in for the ratio, right? And now remember, this is just an estimate, right? This is based on other things. This isn't even exact number. So this number is actually probably far lower than what it actually is. But just based on their mathematical equation for the plugin, 64,000 upvotes. Now we know that's accurate, right? Because they show that naturally. But the plugin right here, 269,000 downvotes with over 3.4 million views. Okay, this is a ratio into absolute oblivion. Ladies and gentlemen, absolute oblivion. This is an abomination. Like, this shows you how bad it is. We already know how bad the ratings were for the end of last season, where they finally decided to, where it literally dropped off so bad. It was, they had like a 90 or 95% drop off from the first episode to the last episode. Even the paid shills that they flew over to England, right, put up in this fancy castle. Remember that lovely clip of the guy peeing in the background? Yeah, they got them all liquored up, give them a bunch of fancy gifts, had them say all these wonderful things about the little preview they saw of the first episode, and then majority of them admitted they never even finished the show to review it. It was only us out there roasting it that was even reviewing this show. No fans, no quote unquote fans, these super fans that Amazon found, even reviewed the show. That's how bad this thing was. Even the paid shills couldn't bring themselves to review this show. So, of course, coming in right from the bat, get-go, doing the things that they should have done in the first season, but it's too late. You've already burned the fans. Tolkien fans are fanatics. Did you know you can, in some places, you can literally get a degree in Tolkien? You can get a master's degree, a doctorate in Tolkien because of how the world building, because of the way he wrote literature, because of everything he contributed to the English language and storytelling. Okay? These are the fans you are messing with, Amazon. These are the ones who you decided to take an incredible story from a very Catholic Christian man and decide to use it for your agenda. And you wonder why it's failing miserably. You wonder why the second season, which has already cost you billions of dollars, is going to fail just as bad as the first one. Because guess what? You had your shot with the first season of Rings of Power and you blew it. And just like Marvel's X-Men 97, which the majority of people have watched, agree is good, it is still the lowest rated show on Disney Plus for a Marvel show ever. Why? Because the fans are already burnt out. You burned Tolkien fans, and this ratio right here shows you. But let's see what the comments have to say right here. What impresses me most about this trailer is that they haven't turned the comments section off. So very true. Elves, oh no, Halbrand is actually Sauron. Halbrand puts on a wig and pointy ears. Elves, where'd he go? Must have been the wind. It's like, really? Like, seriously, we already knew this. Best part is when Sauron yelled, "It's me, Sauron." The Acolyte trailer. I am the most hated trailer. Rings of Power season 2. Hold my rings. And it's so true. I mean, it's just comment after comment. But they were all of them deceived, for another wig was made. Do you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? Dear Amazon, let us know if you do anything based on Tolkien's work. Thanks. My favorite part was Sauron put an octopus on a plate and served it to Galadriel and ordered her to eat fucking Timothy. Sent shivers down my spine. I think he's been here all along. Maybe the real Sauron are the friends we made along the way. And I mean, it's just going to go on and on and on and on. I mean, the comments are just driving this thing into the ground. You have my sword, you have my bow, and my wig. You'll look for your wigs, but do not trust a hope. It is a forsaken in these lands. I mean, literally, it's just ratio after ratio. This trailer isn't even that bad, truth be told, if I'm going to be completely and totally fair. But it's simply because of the fact that we know you have had an absolute abomination. You have destroyed the great work that was Tolkien. And you can use your excuses that, well, we didn't have access to everything. We only had access to the appendices. Well, whose fault is that? Amazon, whose fault is that? I'm sorry you weren't willing to fork over enough cash, or maybe you weren't willing to agree enough to actually stick to the lore enough for even the absolute insane woke psychopaths that currently run the Tolkien estate and are willing to farm that out to anybody with a little bit of cash. You even couldn't convince them that you would be true to the stories and the similarity. No, you just used the appendices to try to make some kind of abomination, slap Lord of the Rings on it, and hope people would show up. Oh, and we did in droves for the first episode and for that trailer. And we roasted it and we laughed at you and we made fun of you, and we will continue to do such a thing. Why? Because we respect the great Professor Tolkien. You do not. You, just like everyone else in Hollywood, used his name, tried to use us, the fans of his great work, and of the masterpieces that were Peter Jackson's films, probably one of the greatest trilogies in all of cinema history. And you thought you were going to get away with this. You thought you were just going to be able to slip one under the rug and we'd all just go along with it because it was some fantasy show. And you just thought all of the Tolkien fans out there were a bunch of idiots. You thought we were just consumers. As usual, you underestimated nerds, geeks, and fans as a whole. You don't understand us and you never have. That's why you continue to fail. You think you think we are idiots. You think we will just be pigs at your trough and eat whatever slop you give us. Well, guess what? That's not how it works. The fans have rejected you. 64,000 upvotes to 269,000 downvotes with over 3.4 million views. This is an abomination. Yes, this is just Sauron in a wig with pointy ears. Oh, how surprising. Boy, you really fooled us, didn't you? This is pathetic. This is disgusting. And this is disrespectful to not only the fans, but the great legacy of JRR Tolkien. And the fans will continue to reject this. And Amazon, you will continue to burn billions of dollars and fail miserably because you, just like so many other in Hollywood, bought off on the lie that this agenda, that the nonsense woke BS that these acolytes of the cult were pushing was going to bring you in all these new fans and the rest of us weren't going to go anywhere. Well, guess what? Your streaming numbers have proved that wrong. This ratio has proved that wrong. The fans are smarter than you, and we always have been. And you will continue to fail because you don't understand us, you don't want to, and more than likely, you just hate us. So continue to burn billions of dollars, Amazon, and we'll continue to laugh at you and make fun of you and ratio the hell out of your trailers because it's exactly what you deserve for disrespecting the great Professor Tolkien. Burn, Amazon, burn.